Yes. Your referee for this one is a local man, Canadian Chris Asmus. Will take care of this match, and it's Chile who will get us started. These two actually met in Las Vegas last week, and England won that match 31 points to 5. We are underway in this Pool A match. That's Rory McConaughey being lifted high. Tom Bowen out there in the number 8 shirt for England for this one. Here's Phil Burgess, who scored a try this morning to take his tally to 48 tries in his career. McConaughey to the speed man, Bowen. Good tackle there from Silva in the number 7 shirt for Chile. And a penalty coming their way.
Yeah, great counter ruck there from the Chilean. It was Silva, and the English player was guilty of taking him around the neck in the defensive situation. So good tackle from him, good turnover from Chile.
Julio Blanc will tap and go here. They'll survey their options. This is Uroz in the headgear. He's taken down by Ethan Waddleton, the young 20-year-old for England, who gets a start in this match. Holding on to possession here, Chile looking for an opening. Some heavy defence coming in there from Bibi, but comes off second best. Little Dusty getting off the floor. Penalty this time to the men in white.
Chile not releasing on the ground. Here's the tackle. As he goes down, does the English player give him enough time to place the ball? Down there, 1, 2. Probably just enough, not much in it though.
End product is England have the ball. Here's Bibi, try scorer this morning against Kenya. Floats it over the top to Burgess, but just goes a little bit in front of him, and the England vice-captain can't quite reel that one in.
Unlucky there, just off the fingertips. Chile, of course, a non-core team, so they're not in every event. They were in the USA Sevens last week in Las Vegas, and they're here in Canada. And they, with many of the other second-tier nations, heading towards Hong Kong, trying to qualify to become a regular participant in the HSBC World Series. Amazing tournament that one is, under the big tournament in Hong Kong.
Absolutely, plenty to play for as they continue their advancement in the sevens game. Slightly messy, the line out there from Chile, and there's a knock on. Yeah, I was talking to Simon Amor at the team hotel during the weekend. He actually says this Chilean side is the best 16th team they've come up against this year so far.
Yeah, I think so. They've got good shape to them. They're fit enough. That is one of the challenges when the likes of England are playing every week on the circuit, and these guys only come in for tournaments. The pace, the skill level just goes up that notch. But they did really well last week, as we said. Likes of Torrealba, who interestingly starts on the bench, got a couple of tries and showed how dangerous he is.
Mitchell feeds the scrum off to his mate Bibi. Here's Alex Davis. Alex Davis with the in and away, and flicks that behind his back. It's Bowen who's tracked back to get it. Here's Burgess. And Mitchell puts on the gas and tries to get through the gap, flings it off the floor. Waddleton to Bibi. Bit of space now for Burgess as he threw, not quite. Mitchell in support. Waddleton thinks about the flick between the legs, but it's Tom Bowen who's around the outside, and the first try will be scored here by England. But in back play there's some concern for Alex Davis, who's gone down.
England were effectively a man short as Davis has lain prone on the ground after his contact earlier on. They did finally find the space, and when Bowen gets this much room, he's very hard to bring down. Clinical finishing from him. He stepped off his right foot, and you see in the background Davis getting some attention.
Former Plymouth Albion man Tom Bowen, leading try scorer for them in the RFU Championship, the second tier of English rugby, before he took up a full-time sevens contract. And that's an excellent conversion from Tom Mitchell. The referee Chris Aspinall will just call time off here while Alex Davis gets some attention from the trainer. Just going to get you up to date with the state of this pool, Pool A. South Africa, the series leaders, on top by virtuous points difference. They play Kenya next. Kenya really going to have to win that game, having fallen to England early this morning. They were right in that game, weren't they, Gareth, Kenya? But that yellow card to William Barker really put paid to their chances of getting a result there.
Yeah, bizarre play that saw him not only give up the penalty try, a 7-pointer in front, 2 minutes in the sin bin, and that really cost him the game. It showed a bit of spark, the Kenyans, but South Africa, very much the informed team on the circuit, having won 4 of the 5 events so far.
Talking about form, what about Canada earlier on, getting a massive result in their game against Scotland? They got Russia next. They win that, and they're in a great position.
They are. I just did a little break before this, took a little walk around the stadium. There's a nice buzz building. Some of it's that performance, some of it maybe a few of the local beverages on offer. But they've done exactly what they needed to, Canada. They've got New Zealand last match of the day, but they're not going to have to depend on that if they can get through Russia, and that's a great shame for Alex Davis.
That's a really sad sight for Alex Davis. He has had a horror run with injuries. 2 days before the Rio Olympics kicks off, he's in the team, got injured in training, missed the tournament. They won a silver medal, Team GB, and here he is going off again. We wish him the best.
Yeah, didn't look particularly good as he hadn't moved much. Of course, 7 of these Englishmen part of the GB team, along with 2 Scots and 2 Welshmen. Tom Mitchell, a big part of that performance.
Yeah, he really is. Captain fantastic for this England side is Tom Mitchell. Rory McConaughey can't quite win that restart back, but it's great work on the floor from Phil Burgess. How often do we see that from the former Cornish Pirate?
Yeah, he does the hard work that makes the likes of Tom Mitchell and Danny Norton look good. He will start this play off.
48 tries in his career, Phil Burgess. Just 2 away from the half-time. We've already seen Danny Barrett clock up 50 in his career today. Bibby tries to go around the back, but it's gone to deck. Hayter across to Bowen. Can Bowen get 2 in the match? No, it's a good tackle on the far side from Chile and forced the line out as well.
Was it ever? And the Chilean player using that sideline as his extra defender. Last time when Bowen got through, more space. This time knowing he had the support of pushing him into touch. Good work from the substitute, Lucas Westcott.
In.
Real buzz around the stadium. Fantastic opening session this morning. Highlighted by that Canadian victory over Scotland. The place was absolutely jumping, and it will be in a couple of games' time when the Canadian side run out again here under the big top at BC Place. England have stolen the line out. Here's Mitchell to Bibby. Hayter. Bowen's come on the right wing now, and he shoves off his opposite number.
Clear release. Leave the ball.
Wanting the Chilean player to release the tackler.
Back.
You can't blame Tom Bowen's work rate. He's popping up everywhere, on the far side, on the near side. He doesn't start every game for England. He's making every ounce of this one count. Look at that, pass is completed. Tells the story, doesn't it?
Domination, possession dominant.
Here's Bibby. Back to Mitchell. Charlie Hayter. There's Bowen again. Tackler has rights. No, he doesn't. Wasn't the tackler, says the referee. Penalty, England.
Don't appeal to me, please.
The Hooters sounded, but the game won't end on, sorry, the half won't end on a penalty.
Conceded 4 so far of Chile. Makes life pretty difficult. And we're getting back 10, and here's Bibby over the top. Has there a try here for England? No, it's slapped out. The hands of Ethan Waddleton. He was under the post if that one stuck.
Well, we talked about how tricky this Chilean side is. They haven't had much ball, they haven't had many opportunities, but even a play like this, he did just enough to stop that crucial second score from England, and they're very much in this match at the half.
A fine defensive play there from Julio Blanc, and it remains 7-0 to England at the break.
7-0.
Absolutely. There's Tom Mitchell. Kicks it high. And Bibby underneath it, taps it back, but it's gone onto the Chilean side. They'll have a chance to run it out from their own half here. Opportunity for a break for Chile, and here they come. Can they find the space to get the opening? Just 7 points down here. That's a good spot tackle coming in there from Dan Norton, who's come off the bench for this second half. But Chile right in this game. This would be some scalp, wouldn't it, if they could knock over England here, but unfortunately for them, that one's gone through the hands and over the sideline.
But that is a sign of respect in itself. The fact that Simon Amor's gone to Dan Norton, activated him for this second half, he's their greatest strike weapon, and that's a respect to the effort Chile put in the first half.
So Tom Mitchell looking like something of a platoon with that headband, keeping his flowing locks out of his eyes. Throw this ball into the line out. Burgess wins it for him, but a straight arm penalty. Holding onto the jumper in the air, was that?
I think so. Contact with the jumper. They had possession, so perhaps strange that it was blown up. Not usually the case in sevens, but it will allow them to start a set piece move.
James Rodwell will get this one started. England's most capped sevens player of all time, James Rodwell, and here's Charlie Hayter down the near side. The former Wasp. McConaughey. Bibby to Burgess. Looks for the offload, can't make it. McConaughey plays scrum half. Here's Mitchell again. Here's Norton. Can Norton pick up another try? Not this time. Good tackle. Hayter to Rodwell. To Bibby. Here's McConaughey. Rory McConaughey really has made a great impact since he joined this England team. Hayter, Mitchell. Good tackle coming in there from Julio Blanc. He has been defensively brilliant for Chile so far.
He's got a roll here.
And they win the penalty too.
And look who's there to win it. Julio Blanc again on his feet. Danny Norton rolled over. There's the initial tackle. Good stuff from him.
Well, his defensive highlights reel from this game will be something to watch. He stopped Tom Bowen in the first half with a big tackle. He knocked the ball out of Ethan Waddleton's hands when he was almost under the post, and single-handedly there he's prevented England from scoring a try.
Well, that's the thing about Edmund Olfos, the coach, their team. They're gamers. They want to play. They're not here just to make up the numbers. They want to compete, and they're proud. The Condores from Chile.
They have the line out and they've won it. Torre Alba, leading point scorer for them in Las Vegas last week, number 4. He's come on to lend a hand. Burgess is on the floor and he's got the turnover. Yet again, Phil Burgess, worth his weight in gold at the breakdown for England. Here's Hayter. Still just 7 points the difference. 3.5 minutes left. McConaughey off the left foot, looks inside to Mitchell, and simple as that, it's Rory McConaughey who puts his captain under the post, and all that great defensive work from Chile. They've conceded another try.
Well, I was just about to say how lateral the English attack had been today, side to side, but finally Rory McConaughey says, now I've had enough of this, I'm off the left foot, and Mitchell knows to be there for the inside ball. And I must say, I think England needs to do a bit more of that. They need to attack the defenders. They've been side to side, heaps of possession, as we've noted. But really, that's only the second score against this Chilean defense.
Simon Amor called Rory McConaughey the best debut player he'd ever seen for England. Made his debut in Dubai a couple of years ago. And he scored the winning try, McConaughey, against South Africa in Cape Town. Strapping there for Tom Mitchell on the left thigh. He did have his issues after Las Vegas with a bit of grazing, but that looks like perhaps a more muscular injury.
This is his first time in Vancouver. He's cruelly injured last year in Vegas.
So 14-0 the difference. England have another penalty.
Just a technique breakdown there. The English player not cleaned out effectively, and that is that possession dominance we've talked about.
Incidentally, that was Tom Mitchell's 98th career try, so he might break the 100 this weekend. What an achievement that would be. You talk about landmarks in the sport. 100 tries is one of them. Speaking of landmarks, here's Dan Norton. He's hunting down Collins Injira's try-scoring record, but more good defence there from Chile will keep the great man from picking up another one.
Well, full credit to Chile and Benjamin De Wit. Small in stature, but he was happy to give Dan Norton to the outside, and not many men can do that. But he matched him and held him to pace. Look at this, a bit of cat and mouse, stop and start. Stops once, stops again, and De Wit still there right to the end. Great work from him.
Martin Ladatz was coming across as well to lend a hand. They have really shown they have got some defensive game in this match, Chile. 90 seconds left. Down 14-0. This is a Pool A match. England going for their second win after beating Kenya this morning. Coming up next, it's South Africa, the series leaders, against Kenya, an all-African affair. But here come Chile. Decide to kick from their own dead ball area. Tom Mitchell playing sweeper. Pop back for that. Steps off the right. Offloads to Richard de Carpentier. Big, tall, powerful player. They win another penalty. Mitchell will go quickly. Here's Bibby. He's got Rodwell with him, draws the man. And James Rodwell will run away in the corner for England's third. That's a good score for Rodders.
Yeah, he's positioned well on the outside. Dan Bibby takes a big hit on his behalf to get his 92nd. Really impressive. Watch Bibby here. He draws the man. Boom, takes a tackle. But he's done the damage. Rodwell, not as much the finisher as he used to be, or a role player. No stranger to the try line, as we've noted. 92 times he's been across there in the series.
Conversion attempt from Tom Mitchell and gets the money. What a kick, James Rodwell. He has been a presence on this tour longer than anyone. He holds the record for the most consecutive series events of 69. He's the most capped England player ever. He picks up a try here today against Chile. 21-0 now, England lead. Clock goes into the red. We are in a referee's time. But England have a chance to pick up another one with possession. Here's James Rodwell again. Mitchell over to Hayter. Can Hayter get on the score sheet? Gets scragged on the far side. James Rodwell, the tallest scrum half you'll ever see. Flicks it off the deck. Here's Burgess. Cut out pass to Norton. Dan Norton's in for another one. He's now within 3 tries of Injira.
Well, how well do these English players know each other? Burgess saw the Chilean defense, try and pinch her up, try and take away the space. Watch this. As the red jerseys come forward, he just looks up and then pushes it wide. And Norton goes flat as well, takes it in full stride, and there's no stopping him.
Number 239 for Dan Norton. He is hunting down the Kenyan Collins Injira. We might see it this weekend.
Collins may have something to say about that, though.
He'll be up next against South Africa. There it is for you. He's within 3 now. That race is going to go all season long, isn't it?